Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
Thank you for turning to 10, your news leader. 10 News Conference with Gene Valicenti continues right now.
And welcome back, everybody. Warwick's mayor is in with us, Frank Picozzi, the independent mayor of Warwick. Mayor, welcome back in.
Thank you, Gene.
You were in with me about 8 months ago. You had just won re-election. We had you in December following the November election. A couple of things have changed since then with regard to schools and the surplus, right? You were telling me back then you had a $3-point-something million surplus.
Yes.
What ate that up?
Well, that gets folded back into the general fund, the new budget going forward. But the school committee has had several deficits since going back to budget year 23.
Yeah.
All told, it's about $10 million now.
So the school committee ate it up.
Yeah, the school department, school committee, yes.
School department.
It was deficit spending. It's obvious. Yeah. Obviously, they spent their ESSA, their federal money, on recurring costs. They hired a lot of people, implemented a lot of programs. Yep. They don't have that revenue coming in. I mean, even the current budget that they passed in the spring, we just found out it has a $5 million shortfall around that.
Yeah. So you're not happy?
No, I'm not.
Well, go ahead.
I'm sure they're not happy.
Give them the medicine. You've got the podium.
Well, we created a budget commission. We went through the General Assembly, and they've taken over the finances to a point. Their mission is to get a 2026, our fiscal year is 2026 now, passed. And like I said, they have, I think it was a little over $5 million, but they've whittled that down to $3.3 million. But they only did that by using healthcare reserves to pay some of the bills. So it's still an enormous structural deficit going forward. Yeah. The other task that the Budget Committee is tasked with is having an amortization period over 5 years to present to the Auditor General that reduces that deficit. So it's going to be difficult right now.
What would you recommend the voters do? Throw out the school committee?
Well, I wouldn't suggest that, but I mean, you know, we have to hold them more accountable. It's not entirely the school committee's fault. This has been happening for years. It's just we have a new administration in the school department, and we have a brand new finance director. He came from East Providence, very well regarded all over the state. His name is Craig Enos. He's a rock star. So, you know, that brings a lot of optimism to me. He's been involved. I've met with him, and he's got a handle on things. So, you know, if anyone can fix it, he can.
Right. All of this is as you build 2 new high schools.
Yes.
Right? By the way, you went to Vets?
Vets.
Not there anymore.
And that's a middle school. Well, it's there. It's a middle school now.
Right.
But we're rebuilding Tollgate and we're rebuilding Pilgrim.
Right.
So we have to pay for this $350 million. Plus, we know it's going to be over that amount. They can't build it for that. We went to the General Assembly to allow us to have a special election for an additional $50 million bond if needed. But also, in addition to that, before I became mayor, the residents passed a $94 million bond to refurbish schools. Right. So we're paying the juice on that too now. And until we start getting the state reimbursement on the $350, it's going to be a rocky road.
It was the voters approved $350 million build 2 new high schools.
Yes.
Right. You've had fits and starts, though, along the way. You've been in and out of the news with that. Good news, bad news. Where do I stand today on our taping on a Friday?
They've began in Tollgate. They're blasting every day. I just got a notification about the blasting, but we encountered problems at Pilgrim, contaminated land. I just got briefed yesterday that we have to remove 2 feet from actually the whole athletic field, the whole area where we're building new schools, and then we have to cap it. Probably to cost $5-6 million.
You're building on the athletic fields. Eventually, you tear the old buildings down.
And then we build the athletic. Same thing that East Providence did.
Right, simultaneously. as we
And
go.
again, Craig Enos, the finance director from East Providence, he was very involved in the building of those schools. So him coming to Warwick is a blessing right now.
Okay. Apart from the schools, let's kind of move around Warwick geographically.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the airport. That cargo facility is coming.
Yeah.
I know that you prevailed upon them to give give the trucks their own way to get in, so that they're not tying up your school streets. Give me a visual. You know, whether you live in Warwick or not, we all pass through it. You're like the hole in the donut. Trucks coming off Route 37. I'm sorry, truck is coming off the Route 95 airport connector.
Yes.
He's going down toward the airport. Where is he going to get off? Give me a real visual for him to get to this new cargo facility.
On airport property, they're putting one of your favorite things, a rotary.
Okay, but before I'm on the airport connector, I go. Eventually, I can go to the airport or I can get off Post Road. How's the ramp going to work for him, the trucker?
Well, it's after Post Road, and it's right when you get onto airport property. Instead of going all the way in, you'll get off there.
So is he
and back on.
Is he getting on Post Road?
Nope. He's
No.
not touching Post Road.
So is he gonna fly over, or is he gonna use the same ramps that get him to the airport?
No, they're installing new ramps to get to that.
New ramps.
Yes.
Over into the airport property.
Right.
And then what about this rotary?
The rotary will put them towards the cargo facility, and they'll come back that way.
Okay, and the cargo is going to be a big deal over there, even more than it is now.
Yep.
By the way.
Oh, I've never been against that. We need it. We need it
Right.
here in Rhode Island. I mean, but it was just the way it affected work that I was against. And we didn't have a lot of asks. I guess they were expensive ones, but they finally relented and they're doing it.
Well, the airport used to be in the news so much. People so fed up with the sound, but I don't hear complaints anymore. Do they still complain to you?
Oh, I do.
See, now that hasn't been in the news in years.
Well, I think because it's old news now. I mean, people, they're bothered by the noise, they're bothered by the landing patterns, but it's just something we have to live with. No one that lives in Warwick lived there before the airport was there.
That's true. The airport was there first.
I know. And, we bought our houses there, and I think, we just kind of live with it. I mean, the people in Johnson live with the smell from the landfill. Right. It's just a fact of life.
Now, around that area, we'll do it geographically, you've got the new buildings going up. There's going to be housing there.
Post Road's been amazing, an amazing transformation in the last 5 years. We had Ann and Hope that was closed for over 20 years.
Yep.
That's a U-Haul storage facility, beautiful facility too. And in the front of that, they built a Starbucks, another Taco Bell. I think we have 4 now. Very popular. I don't
Taco
care
Bell capital.
Yeah, there's another one coming, another chain restaurant there. I forget what it is. The old Carvel ice cream has been torn down. They're getting very close to developing that.
Right.
The Sheridan Hotel that was closed down after COVID, they're building apartments in there. They're already renting them.
Right.
Right next door, if you're an old timer, Valley Steakhouse used to be there.
Yep.
Then it became airport parking, and when they built the garages, they did away with that. So it's just been an ugly abandoned field for decades. It's owned by Janco,
Yep.
and actually they just came forth with a proposal they're moving forward with to build 180 apartments there. Further down the road, right next to Cello's, used to be a restaurant called the Great House. They're building 2 hotels. Next to that, it's a 220 unit apartment building, and they're luxury apartments.
So you've got a lot of housing going right up against the airport.
Yes.
And you think that's good. You'd rather it housing there than airport take it over, take it off the tax
Exactly.
rolls?
I know the airport was very interested in the site that Janco owns. They were very interested. It would come off the tax rolls. It would be a parking lot or an entrance or an exit. It wouldn't be, helpful to residents of Warwick. That we're beautifying that street. I mean, New England Tech is actually stepping up what they used to do on that campus. They have a welding program. The president told me they have a lot more plans for that instead of just trying to sell it. So Post Road's going back to his glory days.
Just quickly, you mentioned Janco. That's Newport Creamery.
Newport Creamery used to be Burger King.
Yeah, you know what happened to them in Garden City. They're losing their lease. They're looking for another spot, they said, in Cranston.
Yeah.
But where they might be looking, where the old Uncle Tony's is in Cranston, Bob's store in Cranston. That's very close to your city. Have you made an overture? Why don't you come 50 feet more to Warwick?
I'm actually going to see them Monday night because they come before the city council, and I'm going to suggest that.
Well, where would you got a spot for them?
We have a lot of spots for them. I mean, we do have a Newport Creamery in Governor Francis Farms, but we could find room somewhere else.
You think you could maybe steal it away from Cranston?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have one in the Warwick Mall, but they closed that one. COVID
Right,
kind of.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I missed that one. I used to go there often.
Mayor Hopkins not going to like that, but all's fair in love in Newport
That's right.
Creamery.
You can come to Warwick and eat.
I guess. Anything that I missed? As we went on a geographical tour here?
Post Road Route 2 is still incredible,
Yeah, you're
incredible
hopping
development up there.
Yep.
The former TGI Fridays,
Yep.
it was on the corner of 117 and
Yes.
Route 2. That closed after COVID, but there's actually 4 businesses there now. It's Shake Shack, a Kava,
Yes.
Animal Doctors, Animal Hospital,
Yeah,
and
and
something else.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's opening another one further up
Right.
the road on Route 2.
I know. And you got a Jersey Mike's going in by the Home Depot, you said.
And that's yeah, we got a few of those. We have 2 Targets, two
Right.
Lowe's, 2 Walmarts.
We got a
They
hold
like
of it. We
Warwick.
could keep going. We could just do Route 2 alone. Mayor Picozzi, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Giving us the update on the schools and other things in your city.